जीतो जी भर के ऐश करो कैश करो चीट कोड समझ के DUI पढ़ के बनो ब्रेन बाजी के तुम नवाब The Times of India BrainBaazi
Joy to the world. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. I am sure you're celebrating with family. Well, all of us at BaaziNow have been at it as each other's secret Santas. It was so much fun. And guess what? The time of giving and sharing is still not over. So I give you the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. Why do I say that? Here's the cheat code. If you have read today's edition of The Times of India, then this is the easiest quiz to win. Since all the questions that I'm going to ask you are from The Times of India. YOLO! Hi, what is up, Puri peeps? I am Megha, your quiz master for tonight, and I shall take you through the 11 questions. You have 3 options to choose your answers from, and that too in exactly 10 seconds. If you manage to get all 11 questions correct, then you get your share from 50,000 rupees. That is right. Let me just say it once again. 50,000 rupees. I know. You have to get a game live for yourself, right? For that, you have to play question number 9, and we call it the Agent Rana Sawal. So Agent Rana is a secret agent, and you get to meet him daily in the Times of India. Did you check him out today? Bet you did. So answer Agent Rana Sawal without using a live and win yourself another game live. Easy peasy, right? But before we start, let us have a look at today's Pro Kabaddi League match that's happening between Haryana and Tamil Nadu. Haryana is on 15 points and Tamil Nadu is leading with 19 points. Let us see how many people have joined us today in the Christmas edition of the Times of India BrainBaazi. More than 28,000 people are still watching the game. Merry Christmas to all of you. Question number 1 for 28,980 people on your screens. Here it is. What songs are sung at Christmas? Carols, bhajans or qawwalis? We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Like, this is just one example of this sort of music. So I was a part of my school choir, and man, our music teacher used to make us practice these Christmas songs so many times that I can sing them in my sleep. Silent Nights, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Jingle Bells, We Three Kings, Angels We've Heard on High. And I also hummed a line from Joy to the World. All right, then enough of dropping hints. Let's get to the answer. The answer is carols. These songs are called Christmas carols. I told you in the popular ones, forgot to mention Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And that is how I look when I go trekking in the Himalayas. More than 22,000 people have answered this one absolutely correctly. 1,600 people have used their lives, and 24,000 people are still a part of the game. And almost 31,000 people are here with us. So guys, please just stick around. Question 2. Here it is on your screens now. With which political party is the phrase "Achhe Din" associated? Samajwadi Party, Indian National Congress or Bharatiya Janata Party? Achhe din aane wale hain or good days are coming was the Hindi slogan of this party during the 2014 Indian general elections. After this party's historical victory in the election, the words Achhe din have been used both to express optimism or just discuss the government. You've definitely heard this phrase before, especially if you've read today's edition of The Times of India. Well, let me tell you how many people. More than 20,000 people sure have some achhe din going on for them because they've given the right answer, and it is Bharatiya Janata Party. The slogan was coined by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who leads the BJP, and it was coined to convey a prosperous future was in store for India if the party came into power. More than 1,500 people using their lives, and more than 21,000 people still a part of the game. They're going strong. We move on to question number 3 on your screens. Here it is. The 10 Commandments are the basic principles of which religion? Buddhism, Christianity or Zoroastrianism? We've all learnt it in school, Hollywood movie and other related films. The 10 Commandments are a set of principles related to ethics, worship that appear in different texts. So talking about Buddhism, this religion came into being in northwestern India and was led by Gautam Buddha. Zoroastrianism was founded by Prophet Zoroaster, and they believe in the power of by Jesus Christ and the right Right answer is, but of course, Christianity. These 10 commandments are from Christianity. More than 13,600 people got this one absolutely on point. More than 3,500 people have used their lives. And guys, listen to me. It's the easiest quiz to win. You just have to read the morning edition of the Times of India, and in the evening you get to play this game and you can win. Question number 4 for more than 17,000 from cricket. Here it is on your screens now. After getting dropped against West Indies in Australia, who has been called back in the T20 squad? Rishabh Pant, MS Dhoni or Dinesh Karthik? How can it be possible that I am hosting a quiz and not ask you a cricket-related question? Not possible. We are talking about the upcoming T20 series against New Zealand, and the cricketer we are talking about is quite a star. Not just he's a star cricketer, he's also a star advertiser, and there's also a biopic on him. I have totally given out the answer, haven't I? Because it's a very, very easy question, and the right answer is MS Dhoni. So after missing the T20 series against Windies and Australia respectively, Dhoni returned into the squad for New Zealand T20s. We've still not had enough of the helicopter shot. Just look at that smile. Ooh, 10,000 people have answered this one absolutely on point. More than 2,800 people using their lives, and 13,606 people still a part of the game. And almost 30,000 people are watching the game. Guys, please stick along. Question number 5 on your screens. Here it is. Dragunov, Remington and Alejandro are the names of dash. You have to fill in the blank. Drones, typewriters or sniper rifles. So let me talk about all the 3 names. Dragunov is a Russian name, and those of you who are into gaming just like me would know of Sergei Dragunov from Tekken. Remington is an English-American name, and there was this television series where Pierce Brosnan was Remington Steele. And Alejandro is the Spanish equivalent of Sikandar, as in Alexander. So are they drones, typewriters or sniper rifles? The right answer is sniper rifles. You might have seen some of these names in the article in the Nation section of the newspaper, and do not worry about which city you are in or which edition paper you have. All these questions come from articles that are present in each and every edition of the Times of India. Read the Times of India daily, answer my questions and win. More than 9,000 people have answered this one absolutely on point. 917 people using their lives. And let me tell you, I am going to ask you question number 6, but before that, let me tell you that Pro Kabaddi League is on. It's Haryana versus Tamil Nadu, and the score is 20 points for Haryana and 20 points for Tamil Nadu. Let's see who's going to win. But as of now, let me move on to question number 6 coming on your screens on today's Christmas edition of the Times of India, BrainBaazi. Here it is on your screens now. Which former Pakistani Prime Minister has been sentenced to 7 years jail term in a corruption case? Nawaz Sharif, Pervez Musharraf or Imran Khan? This was quite in the news. The anti-corruption court in Islamabad gave this former Prime Minister a 7-year term for investments beyond his declared assets. His political party lost general elections in July while he was in jail, in which former cricketer Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf won most seats after running on anti-corruption platform. And the right answer that I was looking for is Nawaz Sharif. Sharif was arrested inside the court and jailed. He is expected to be transferred to a prison in Lahore. More than 10,000 people have answered this one absolutely correctly. 85 people using their lives, and 10,297 people still a part of the game. Going strong on today's Christmas edition of the Times of India, BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. Question number 7 coming on your screens. Here it is. Which hospital management company will acquire a majority stake in Max Healthcare? Care Hospitals, Apollo Hospitals or Radiant Life Care? So India's healthcare sector is a big business, so much so that India also attracts a lot of medical tourists. So the healthcare space has seen a lot of consolidation activity in the recent past. And there is a lot of aggressive participation from private equity investors also. I'm sure you must have heard of all the 3 options because they're very, very famous. And with this merger, the entity will emerge as the largest hospital network in India. And the right answer is Radiant Life Care. Radiant Life Care Private Limited, backed by private equity firm KKR & Co, will be acquiring control of Max Healthcare Institute Limited. More than 8,000 people have answered this one correctly. They must have definitely read today's edition of the Times of India, which is why 525 people using their lives and 8,650 people still a part of the game. Right, I bet. Like, you've read this article very carefully. Let me test you one more time. Question number 8 coming on your screens now. Which global investment firm shares its name with an IPL team? KKR, RCB or SRH? So KKR or Kolkata Knight Riders is the team owned by Bollywood zero hero Shah Rukh Khan along with former actress Juhi Chawla and his husband. The Royal Challengers Bangalore currently captained by Virat Kohli. Yeah, it is captained by Virat Kohli. And this Sunrisers Hyderabad. अरे ये तो अपनी धोनी की टीम है. They've won only one IPL title till now, the 2016 edition. Well, the answers are locked in. What I'm looking forward is, the right answer is KKR. The global investment company KKR has nothing to do with the IPL KKR. This KKR was formerly known as Kohlberg Kravis Roberts. KKR & Co. is a global investment firm and more than 7,787 people knew this one. 190 people have used their lives and still a part of the game are 7,977 people. Up next is the question that everyone can play. It is the Agent Rana Sawal. So how does it work? Let me tell you. So every day in the Times of India, you read up on Agent Rana. I'm gonna ask you a question on today's Agent Rana comic strip. Answer it correctly without using a life and get yourself another game live. Question number 9 for more than 29,000 people on your screens. Here it is. Who killed the policeman with an improvised explosive device, IED, in today's Agent Rana? Was it Kampiwala, was it Girdhari Bhaiya, or was it Husna? Agent Rana, let me tell you about him like a little more, is a secret service agent, a very daring chap, quite a handsome guy. So every day in the Times of India, you read the comic strip on Agent Rana. It is a fictional story of a detective who loves women, fighting and his country in no particular order. This is the season 2 which is going on. If you're following it, then earning a game life is just like easy as eating your Christmas cake. Well, the right answer it is Kanti Bala. 5,317 people got this one absolutely correctly, but more than 14,000 people got this one wrong, which is why this becomes our first Gabbar Sawal.
Gabbar Sawal.
So 5,317 people, because they've answered this one absolutely correctly without using a life. Congratulations, you earn yourself a game life, which you can start using from the next game itself. 2,976 people have used their lives and still a part of the game are 4,433 people. Moving on to the second last question on the Times of India BrainBaazi. Question 10, here it is. How many test matches has the Indian men's cricket team won in Australia till now? 7, 5 or 6? So tomorrow is 26th of December. It is also known as the Boxing Day. And as per tradition in Melbourne, Australia, you always play a test match on Boxing Day. You know, it is like a great idea. You can end the year on a high note. Well, depending on whether you win the match or not. In the current India and Australia series, they are tied on 1 each and tomorrow we start the third test. The right answers are here with me and it is 6. So India has had 6 test victories in Australia. But funnily, we have not won any boxing test match. Well, maybe it's time it changes. 706 people got this one right, but almost 3,700 people got this one wrong, which is why this becomes a second Gabbar Sawal.
Gabbar Sawal.
456 people using their lives, and now we have reached the last and final question. This is as easy as it gets on the Christmas edition of the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. Read the Times of India in the morning and play the game in the evening. Winning was never this easy. Question number 11 for 1,162 people. Here it is. 2 Kashmiri women have been felicitated by J&K Sports Council for setting up women-only self-defense academies, gyms or sports fields. In the Kashmir Valley, women coming out to do anything as mentioned in the 3 options is quite a bold step. We are talking about a mother of 2, Alia, who is a certified trainer in what? I'm not telling you that. And Mehreen, along with Alia, have broken all barriers to set up a space where women can grow stronger mentally as well as physically. Well, this year has been very important for women in sports in general, be it Mary Kom, be it Hima Das, and now these women breaking all barriers. The right answer and it is gyms. 2 Kashmiri women have shattered the glass ceiling in the male-dominated arena. Alia runs this gym where 50 women have already enrolled, and in Mehreen's gym, she already has 100 women training with her. Kudos to them, and kudos to 271 people who got this one absolutely right, 55 people using their lives, and 326 people who won tonight's edition of the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. Celebrations coming your way. won tonight's Christmas edition of the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. So remember to read the Times of India newspaper every day and then come play the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win and win. Let me tell you who all won tonight's edition. Madhu, Deepak, Rasmi, Akshay Narla, Gigi, Edge, Ravi, Ghata, Pratik, Neha. Congratulations! You win your share from 50,000 rupees, which is 153 rupees. Woohoo! Congratulations! And do not worry, do not panic. If you didn't win anything, it is completely fine because you get to play BaaziNow shop at 9 p.m. right here on the BaaziNow app. Then tomorrow, shop at 1 p.m. you get to play Mini BrainBaazi. Then 3 p.m. Mini BaaziNow, and then at 4:30 you get to play Bingo Baazi. That is right. And like I told you in the beginning of the game and also in the middle of the game that the Pro Kabaddi League is on and the match is on with Haryana and Tamil Nadu. It is 28 and 27 and you can start watching Kolkata and Andhra Pradesh's match sharp at 9 p.m. Okay, so it's time to go. But I will see all my puri peeps real soon. Do not forget to read the Times of India daily and come play the Times of India BrainBaazi, the easiest quiz to win. You just have to do this little one thing. You have to hashtag miss me. I am Megha saying toodles.
The Times of India.